Hey, good evening. Tonight I'm going to make stuffed cabbage in the Power QuickPot. I've already done this once before and I followed the instructions and it didn't come out quite right. I used uncooked rice and the rice was too crunchy. So I've pre-cooked the rice this time and now I'm going to give it another shot. To start things off, we'll steam the cabbage. Okay, we're set to steam. We're going to set an up timer on this to see how long this process totally takes. It's taken 27 minutes to steam this head of cabbage. I got all my cabbage leaves peeled off. They were a pain in the ass, and it's probably because I'm making a video is why they did that to me. But what I'm going to do is I'll end up chopping this up and I'll line the bottom of the pressure cooker with this cabbage to keep the cabbage, stuffed cabbage, from sticking to the bottom. I've got my beef mixture. It's just beef, salt, pepper, rice, thyme, egg, and breadcrumbs. And that's all I'm going to put in it. I'm going to roll like 1/3 to 1/2 cup of meat in each one of these leaves. That's about a 1/2 cup of meat. That's rolled into a nice bundle. And I'm going to finish these off. I was hoping to get 14 leaves of cabbage to burn up the rest of this beef, but it didn't work out that way. So I'll make some meatballs to throw in there with the stuffed cabbage, and it'll be just fine because all the cabbage in the bottom of that crock pot will cook just like these cabbage logs right here. So we're going to assemble all this and get her going. I added a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes on top of this cabbage as a base. I'm going to lay all the cabbage logs right on top of this. I got the first layer of cabbage logs and a couple of meatballs in there. And now I'll put another can of the crushed tomatoes on it. And then we'll finish it off with the other cabbage logs and tomato juice. There's layer 2 on top of the second can of 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes. I'm going to top it off with tomato juice. All right, there it is, all the cabbage logs with the crushed tomatoes, the tomato juice. We're going to close this baby up and let her rip. Okay, we're going to select pressure. We'll do beef. We'll do high. We'll do an hour because there's a lot of volume in that pot. All right, so cook time so far with the cabbage was 27 minutes. We'll still keep the up timer going to see just how long this totally takes. All right, we'll be back once this cooks and releases pressure. You're probably asking why I didn't cover the stuffed cabbage rolls with tomato juice. And that's because I need to have at least enough left for a nice Bloody Mary. I can't let tomato juice go through the house without getting a Bloody Mary out of that, so cheers. It's taken 27 minutes for that pressure cooker to come up to pressure to where the timer starts counting down. All right, we're 30 minutes into the pressure cook and it smells really good in here. It smells like stuffed cabbage. Okay, the Power QuickPot it's cooked for an hour. Now we'll let it go till it depressurizes naturally. Okay, we've depressurized at 25 minutes. I'm going to release the steam. Even though that screen is blue, there's a lot of pressure in there. And that'll take your skin right off. Ow, that was hot. A lot of pressure in that, and that screen's been blue for 30 minutes. So the total cook time with the cabbage steam and cooking the cabbage logs, 2.5 hours. Let's open this baby up and see what we've got. We've got us some delectable stuffed cabbage. Look how delicious that looks. Ooh, I'm salivating. Those are going to be tasty. I wish you could smell it in here because it smells like Grandma's house. Oh man, that smells so good. All right, let's plate a couple of these up and see what we've got. Wow, it smells like Grandma's house on a Sunday afternoon. Ooh, that's gonna be delicious. I like my stuffed cabbage in a bowl with extra juice. Yum. All right, let's give this a taste. It needs salt. I'm old, I've cut back on salt, and in my other videos, I've cut back on salt on a lot of things because I like salt and I think I could make something too salty and people would be like, ew, that's disgusting. So I'm gonna add a little salt. Oh, that's better. That juice is good. Here we go with a piece of the cabbage nugget. Ooh. You know, when I eat food like this, I have flashbacks of my childhood. Because my mom and my grandma were great cooks. And you know, this stuff's disappearing. Man, that's one whole cabbage log down already. I would almost consider this a comfort food. This is tasty, brings back great memories. These are very easy to make. I steamed the cabbage and I didn't get as many leaves off it as I wanted to. It kind of kicked my ass. When I did this before, I followed the recipe and I found that you need to cook the rice. The rice is crunchy. If you've ever seen Christmas Vacation where Chevy Chase is like, "And Bethany, does your cat like Jell-O?" That's what the rice was like in these things. They were crunchy, like chewing on gravel. So, it may take a little more time to pre-cook the rice, but I would pre-cook the rice because this is delicious. This is so much better than the first time I made it without cooking the rice. Well, man, make yourself some stuffed cabbage. Bring back memories of grandma and enjoy yourself. Man, these are good. Well, hey, cheers and thanks for watching. Oh shit, man, this is good. Yeah. Thanks for watching.